Hi guys, today I'm going to be talking about the new NISI FS ND kit. This is their new Swift system. Well, the Swift system isn't technically new. They've been using it with a variable ND, but what is new is they've broken it up into the individual stops. So the 3-stop, the 6-stop, and the 10-stop. And this is perfect for landscape photography, where initially their variable ND was marketed a little bit more towards the video guys. This is coming back to photography and focusing on particularly landscape photography and long exposure photography. So if you do any long exposures, this is something I would consider getting, and a video I would continue to watch. So the new system, as I mentioned, includes the 3-stop, the 6-stop, and the 10-stop ND filter. You can get it in a variety of combinations. This one has the 67, the 72, the 77, and the 82mm ring adapter. You can get it in sizes for smaller lenses, and this will also be a little bit cheaper. And then the polarizer you can also get in multiple sizes. This also uses the new Swift system technology, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that shortly. But if you are doing landscapes and want to do long exposures, especially if there's water such as seascapes or waterfalls, I would highly recommend getting the polarizer as well. So first question is, does this replace your old NISI system? So if you already got a filter system, you might have something that looks like this, that you got a holder that you screw on. There's a polarizer you can change, and then you would put in more of a square filter system. So the square glass pops in here, no problem. So if you already have the system, there's no real difference between using this and the Swift system in terms of quality that you're getting. They both are the same quality that you're going to get out. So if you already have the system and you're happy with it, no need to get a new system. What the new system is designed for is for making your camera bag much smaller, so carrying a lot less gear. So this is for guys that do a lot of hiking and traveling and don't want to take big bags of filters with them. This will significantly reduce the size of the gear that you'll be carrying with you. And then secondly, just the ease of use. It uses the Swift system where you just clip on the filter and then you can clip it off again. And I'll be showing you how that works now. With all the old systems, you screw on a ring adapter. There will be the ring adapters for multiple lenses, and you can also, I think, buy these ring adapters separately. But once your ring adapter's on your lens, I generally leave that ring adapter on the lens all the time, unless I have another lens that's the same thread size and I need to then move the ring thread to the other lens. However, if that is happening quite a lot, I generally will buy another ring adapter and then leave one on the other lens as well. So those are always on. And what I really like about the new system are the caps that they give. They are very hard plastic, but they clip on with the same press-on technology that the filters use. And once I've got the cap on with the ring adapter, that's the same as my lens cap. It's actually better because it comes over the edge and will help to protect my lens from any dings and knocks. So I actually really like this, and I will leave this on all the time. So what I'm going to show you at the end is also, because of this cap, how I'm going to reduce the size of my bag even more. And that's something I'll do personally. You don't have to do it, but it will make my bag much, much smaller using this new cap system. So the system does come with a really nice bag that you can easily access. You have all your filters in there and clips onto your tripod just like the other bags that they've had. It's just a lot smaller and more compact. It's even got this Velcro on the sides that you can actually compress the bag to save space. But to be honest, I personally don't like the bags that much. I think they're just a bit clumsy and get in the way. And I'll be showing you how I won't be using this bag at the end for my own personal transport of my filters and how I'll keep my filters. But you can decide at the end whether you like keeping your filters in the bag or if you like the way that I like to do it. So these are what the filters look like. They look very similar to the screw-on type filters. The difference is they won't have the thread to screw on. They have like it looks like a bit of a rubber inside that then uses to press on to the other filter and actually grabs on very nicely. So I think the first thing you'll notice though when you're looking at these filters, other than them being circular, is that they are different colors. So this is quite cool. So this is the polarizer in silver. It's got a little lever to turn the polarizing effect on and off. And then it's got the blue is the 3-stop, the green is the 6-stop, and the gold or yellow is the 10-stop. So once you learn these colors, put them in order, very easy to quickly pick the right filter you need in your bag. You don't have to check on it for what's been written. And that's always an issue I've had when I've opened up my bag and I quickly need to pull out a filter. I need to like check through all of them, hold it up. Is this the right one? Is it too dark? So having a color coordinated also make it nice and quick to choose the right filter. So the part I really like about the filters, and this is why they are called a Swift system, is that you don't have to screw them together, worry about them getting locked with any hot or cold or dampness from if you're shooting seascapes and now you can't get your filters apart because your hands are wet, or the filter warms up and expands and then it's locked in and then you can't unscrew them, is that these just press onto each other. So you just simply press them together, and once they're pressed on, I've been very impressed that it is not just going to fall off. Like you could shake this, you could bump this, you could run around with this on the top and it's not just going to come off if you've pressed it on properly. And taking them apart, you got to give them a little bit of a tug, which I like, so it means they're on and locked on properly, and then you just press them on. Press on is pretty easy, and then they just clip apart quite easily as well. So that's the benefit of the system, is that you can put them on and off really quickly. You don't have to worry about screwing on or sliding filters in. So if you're shooting seascapes and the sun's going down or the light's changing, you can quickly pop one filter off and pop on another one. And like I've demonstrated now, is also you can stack them. So if you're shooting midday and you want to shoot 15 stops or longer, you can quickly stack them on top of each other and shoot a really nice effect. So really like that about the Swift system. They're easy to put on and off. The thing I like the most is how it reduces the size of my bag. So I'm not going to have a bag anymore with filters in my camera bag. I'm actually going to keep all my filters on my lens that I'm using. So I'm just going to press it on, stack up all my filters like this, and press them on. So now I've got my polarizer, 10-stop, 6-stop, 3-stop with the cover. And that's very nice, not going to shake off at all, not going to bump off in your bag when you transport it with the cover on. Very nice, stops it from knocking around. Very happy with this. So this will be in my bag on my camera, doesn't necessarily have to be on my camera, but this is how I will keep my filters in my bag. And now when I get out to shoot, I can just pop off the ones I don't want to use, put those into my bag or in my pocket, and pop the ones on that I do want to use. So no longer have to carry a bag with me. If you like carrying the bag and keeping them separate and all wrapped up, fully understand, you can do that. But for me, reducing my whole filter bag to all my filters on my lens is what I love the most about this system. And I can pop off whichever filters I want and leave on whichever filters I don't want to take off. So yeah, that's the NISI Swift system. Very happy with it so far. Going to be testing and playing around with it, and this is how I'm going to be going forward with filters in the future. So I hope you found that useful. I'm not going into all the technical specs on the filters. You can read that online and look that up, and there's other reviews that cover that. I just wanted to give a very practical guide to using the new filter systems and how I use them and my personal experience, and I really think they're great. They're not going to fall off, and for me, having a much smaller bag that's simpler and easier to use is first prize. If you have any questions about the filters or anything you want me to answer that I didn't cover in this review, please ask me a question down in the comments section.